Welcome, everybody. We are heading into our housing hike. This is casually touring people's houses in the Elder Scrolls Online and seeing all the cool things that they've been working on recently. Just wrapped up Live Lecture Showdown in my primary residence, and we'll be going around touring other people's houses and seeing the cool things that they've been working on. No set theme to this, it's just kind of whatever people happen to have been working on recently, and we'll go around and see the cool things that you can do with ESO. First up, we'll go to Angel's Erstwhile Sanctuary. I have a lot of houses to get through, and if you're on Twitch right now, we'll be doing some giveaways at the end here. So goal here is to get some decoration inspiration, kind of just see what people have been working on. Some people have some fancy builds, some people have more slice of life type builds, kind of more like what their characters would be actually living with, or maybe just something artsy. Lots of different styles will be represented as we hike around today. Okay, our first home up here is Angel's Erstwhile Sanctuary. I see that they have already used a lot of these luxury furnishings, and they have a bunch of mushrooms and some of these cerulean plants from last week from the luxury vendor. I Dream of the Sky, thank you so much for that follow. These don't actually glow, but they look really bright here. Now just think what you can do with the Aether Cup mushrooms that are on the luxury vendor this weekend. Wow, they used a lot of these. Man, it makes me think I should have definitely bought more of these cerulean spade leaf plants from the luxury vendor before. Because if you're going with a theme, you need a lot of them. Let's see, we have Sheo looking over this with the shivering cheese, of course. Really otherworldly garden. Looks really great. Have Azura here. A bit ominous with that crimson shard of moon shadow. Using some of these calibration guides sunk into the ground to give, again, this really magical, enchanted look just as you're walking around. So you can actually sink these calibration guides into the ground and still get this cool starry light from it. Continuing along here, looking at the cool things Angel has put in her sanctuary. Good place to have a sit, listen to the waterfalls, have a chat, even have some things to talk about if the conversation gets boring. Be like, oh, man, it must be hard to tend to this plant with it in the bottle. How's the weather? Distractions. Oh, this is a really cool fireplace. So this is how you can repurpose furnishings in ESO to kind of make things different than what they are. So we have a couple of these Redguard arc benches. One here and one on its side. And using a big bonfire in here, and you get this really cool big fireplace. It's like huge. Nicotine says that it was a good place to drink tea. Yeah, definitely. People saying it has a pretty atmosphere. Definitely. Good library here. First of all, Sanctuary does have some built-in bookcases, so you can kind of build around that. So all these furnishings placed here very carefully. Kind of maybe think of what you would want on your desk. Some candlelight, quill, and some parchment, maybe an hourglass, just some basics. But you can instantly tell kind of what they're going for here. A lot of research with that pile of books. These are kind of like the decorating decisions as you go through. It's like, you could sink in this pile of books. This could have only been a couple couple books tall, but they chose to go with big old stack of books here. Really hefty research here. Cardinal says, I love the housing community. Best group in ESO, just saying. And thank you, Cardinal. You add so much to it. Ooh, we have a really cool bathtub set up here. Using dividers. Dividers are really nice for setting up privacy. You don't usually just want to plunk a bathtub somewhere. You want to set it apart a little bit. Give people some privacy. Give them some space to drink. Apparently. Cover their shame. They said they would quit. And a nice vanity here. Come and sit. Well, no, come and sit the other way. And look at that sexy Moo helmet in the mirror. Maybe put on some perfume. Dabble of foundation here. Oh, sexy Moo today. Sexy Moo every day. And a hallelujah canopy bed here. This only costs a couple thousand gold on the guild traders. Crafting cost is really low. As you go around here, just kind of consider a lot of these are just crafted furnishings, like these Dres dividers, or a lot of these hallelujah furnishings. And a lot of those can be really cheap, so you don't have to spend a ton, maybe a couple thousand per piece. And that can add up, but a lot of these are definitely affordable. Just need more mundane runes, gosh. Okay, Erstwhile Sanctuary is quite a large space. What? Hit up here. See, they're using this background to display all their trophies. It's a good space for it. See what names are written in here. Continuing along in Angel's Erstwhile Sanctuary. Very pretty indoor fountain. Lightening the mood here a little bit with some of those peach wedding blossoms. ESO Kitty Carpets says, awesome job on that house. It's beautiful. And all credit to the people whose houses I'm touring. Indoor gardens always look nice. Well, they don't always look nice, but they can be made to look nice, and this one does. Takes some work to place things just right. Have a little bit of a little skooma hideaway here. Place to relax. Very cozy, especially with the incense up there. Making use of some of these built-in alcoves. PB says that they love the glowing moths. Oh, yes, yes. Very pretty. Continuing along, hiking around the Erstwhile Sanctuary. Ooh, we have a good kitchen area built up out of stone. And some fire logs here. Hanging garlic, hanging cauldron of stew. Kind of get a sense of the foods that they are eating here. And a well set up table. Individual plates, and then some shared bowls. Help yourself. Kind of say a few things about how you set up your tables. Every decision can maybe be overly interpreted. Oh, I see they have the Merithic Dragon Pack. Don't see these freezes very often. maybe as we go around here, think about whether you can incorporate some of these elements into your Grand Cijic Villa. If you have Somerset, I'll be going out before October 10th. Ooh, big dragon bones. This is from the Merithic Furnishing Pack. Can't get it anymore, but it was a good get while it was gettable. Hooker laughed. The episode says, how can they put all that stuff in there? Isn't there a limit? I know it's a big place. Yeah, you have to be careful. Work within the furnishing caps and think about how you want to make the best use of them. Lots of times that means using bigger furnishings over smaller ones. Maybe you lose some detail that way, but make the details count. Okay, I think that'll do it. Thank you, Angel, for letting me come and tour your erstwhile sanctuary. Really fun to see what you've done with this place. I'm trying to figure out how they lit this up. They must have put a... Oh, I see one little Citric orb in the eye there. I think that's it. Oh, maybe if you come from just the right angle, it will actually be lit up in the eye. There we go. You can get the plan for that in Artaeum. It's beautiful. Rogue says... Rogue ESO Nightwatch says maybe you can try asking Zos for old ones, for furnishing packs. That might work. I'm not sure if they do that or not. Okay, thank you, Angel. Going on to our next house in the housing hike. Going off to Cry Havoc's home. Oh, Cry Havoc, you're here. Cry Havoc says, don't be afraid to have some empty space in a huge house. In real life, people have huge houses, so they have space, not because they are hoarders. I think that's maybe a good point. You don't have to fill every square inch. It's kind of how the older I get, the less stuff I want. Oh, Angel says I missed an area. Oh no! Angel, do I need to come back? Let me know if I should come back. Okay, going off to Cry Havoc's house. Cry Havoc said that this was a really crappy house. I didn't quite know what to make of that, but I maybe understand here. Privacy for the smugglers. We have some lovely thrones here. Oh no, this is a good take on St. Dylan. Well, people always say that this time-worn Alinor fountain always looks like a urinal. I see that Cry Havoc has really run with that theme. No, it'd be terrible to be using this one in the back. Especially if two other people are next to you. Just fit as many in there as you can. People think it's funny. That's good. I think that's what Cry Havoc was probably going for. Oh, incense. At least the incense helps. Definitely. Seasbrick says, I'm about to say it's like a Giants Men bathroom for a baseball game. Definitely. Well, at least you have a divider here, right? It's better than nothing. and not much. Okay, thanks, Cry Havoc. That was very fun. Okay, next up we'll go to Destiny Lisa A's Lunchal Grand Manor. Understanding is that Twitch, if they're here, Twitch guy, Brian loves Lisa, said, hey, you should go check out Lisa's place. So, going and checking out Lisa's place. Oh, Cry Havoc says, for the record, that place, that St. Dylan's penthouse is at the item cap. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Low item caps. Okay, here we are in Destiny Lisa A's Lynchel Grand Manor. Oh, just such a beautiful garden here. I believe that they built this up from nothing. So really adding a lot to the garden. Look here. Nice use of these hedges lining the walkways. Good central fountain with those wedding blossoms. People will kind of have options here with those mushrooms. Maybe people will be using a lot more mushrooms instead of blossoms, or use them together. Really beautiful garden area. Some otherworldly business going on here. Maybe teleport out somewhere. Some dragon shenanigans. Oh, Brian Loves Lisa's here. Awesome, thank you. It had 0 items when they started, so made this all up from scratch. That's great. Loving the look of it. Oh, portal might be Daedric. Get some hints here. Look, ball. Scary face. No. Oh, Vampire Lisa. Oh, awesome. Is that Lisa? They weren't sure if they needed to be here while I was on the stream. I said that they didn't have to, but it's really fun seeing what you've done here. I even like these hedges that you've lined the walls with. Instead of just seeing the stark walls, you get the more garden. It's just like never-ending garden. Using some of these clockwork rocks to create a platform to put some of these plants off of. You know, the ivy growing up there, growing off of that. Like Stormhawk is roomy. Whenever I see a Periite statue, I just always assume there's going to be a little something extra attached to it. Great. Ooh. I see you have some sexy mounts. Oh, the Phantom Ice Pupper. It's one of the few Radiants I have. Sexy, sexy pupper. You just have to bring some hot water with you in a bottle so you can get your butt off of it after you're done riding. This says that they have 5 Radiant mounts. Wow, that's cool. Good luck. Okay, they told me I didn't have to look at the stable. You know, you get into item cap issues. I think they said that they didn't have anything in the stable, but I'm gonna go check out the house here. Buckthorns make a good entrance. A lot of money. Ooh, I do like this indoor garden area with this transmute station. Though the garden might have made it non-functional. I don't seem to be able to use it. Transmute station itself is a really nice looking furnishing. Now that clockwork style with crystals and the lights. Cost you like almost $1 million gold, but it looks really cool. Yeah, you can change the traits on things. Useful. There aren't a lot of useful items in games. I expect there to be kind of like a run on RIP vouchers as people get basic crafting stations and whatnot for their Grand Sigic Villa. The Summerfall giveaway and everybody getting the Grand Sigic Villa is going to get a lot more people into housing, which is going to be awesome. I hope that they stick to it and have some fun with it, because there's a lot you can do with housing. Oh, Brian Loves Lisa says, I missed something. Go look up. Oh no, where am I? Where am I looking up? I missed something. No. Oh, in the trophy room. So many trophies. Did I miss something? I'm not sure if I missed something. It's a good display of the trophies, though. I see more rooms. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Using this setup here as like a planter. Putting some of those pretty colorful flowers there. Or some bamboo. Okay, heading upstairs. Continuing that theme of the garden. Big garden outside, continuing a lot of it inside. And we have a really nice red guard themed bedroom here. This is really simple, but this, using this one large wedding curtain here, really frames this and makes this bedroom so much more elegant. I think that's really good use. You can kind of imagine this being used maybe to block off different parts of the room at different times too. Shella says, want to buy alchemy garden furnishing you can harvest. Oh, no, don't we all wish? Functional chest room. Okay, I'm gonna go off onto the balcony. Wouldn't miss anything. Really beautiful Lynchel Grand Manor. Thank you, Lisa, for letting me check that out. Oh, I walked all the... I don't want to go on that side. Let me sit. Might just be based off of how it's placed. Anyway, this works too. Good view of my face, I suppose. Thank you very much, Lisa. Appreciate you letting me come and look at this. Okay, continuing along with our housing hike. Lisa says, thank you. That house I did was when I first started playing this game. Oh, good. Oh, they'll let me turn to different house another time. Yeah, we'll be doing more housing hikes later. So if you ever have a house that you are working on, or that you've been working on recently, that you want me to come tour on stream, let me know. Not this week, but another week. Lisa, thank you. Thank you again. Okay, continuing on with the housing hike. Now for something completely different. I like all the variety. So much that you can do with Housing Editor. And there's so many furnishings. Oh my gosh. Knockover and Foxgloved Ones, Cold Harbor Surreal Estate. Oh, I see. Cold Harbor Surreal Estate is mostly just like this big flat area that you can do a lot with. So, Foxglove has done a ton with this already. You even have a crafting station back here. Man, I'm seeing these cerulean spade leaf plants everywhere. Oh, I should have bought so many more than I did. Kicking myself. Anyway, they look really nice here. The contrast, because they're really bright and they stand out in these sorts of dark places like the Cold Harbor Surreal Estate or the Erstwhile Sanctuary. Okay, so Foxglove One has built all of this up. Yeah, like all of this is built up. Amazing. Good use of these Alinor furnishings. You know, you can craft these wide stairways, and you can even get these everlasting waterfalls from the achievement vendor. They're really pretty. Even a craftable statue. And so it's just with Somerset, there were lots of these Eleanor furnishings added. The plans for them can be really expensive, but the furnishings themselves will cost a couple thousand gold to craft because of the Calanda lacquer. Man, I need more Calanda lacquer. Really pretty statue of Azura with these plants. PB says, how many waterfalls are there? There were like 3 or 4. Even using some of these cold harbor boulders in here to kind of add some color contrast here, because you get the dark rock and then the bright lights here. This is about the first I've seen of these pus pocket mushrooms. You can get these pus pocket mushrooms from the Wolf Hunter dungeons. So from... No. From the Dragon Bones dungeons. Sorry. You get the pus pocket mushrooms from the Dragon Bones dungeons. So Fanglyre and Skullcolor. Really low drop rates, but they're like really big. And there are 6 different variants of them. This is a cluster, and then this is just one of the large ones by itself. So this is just 2 furnishings. Using a lot of these Cold Harbor glowstalks, adding to the really bright nature of this place. So many Eleanor fences. And they like the crown of crystals around Azura's head. Good way to do it. Oh, I like this scene. So what Foxglove One has done is they just have a window. Kind of. But it's just like an aquarium, so you just kind of can feel like this is either underwater or just a big aquarium over here in the background. It just kind of goes out forever. Really clever. There's not glass or anything that you couldn't really do in the game. I've had to use your imagination, but yeah, this works really, really well. It reminds me a lot of the Lakemire Zanmir that we'll be able to get with Murkmire at some point. It kind of has this type of an effect. So this is a totally transformed space. It's freaking insane. Frigoleko says it's exquisite. You feel so creatively dumb when they see other people's houses. Mine are so basic. Well, that's the kind of the thing. It depends how much love you want to give a house. And hopefully you can get kind of a feel about some of these kind of tricks that you have to do so that you can get these sorts of an effect. That's really cool, though. And really creative. Oh, hey, using these bookshelves more as like a kitchen area. I like the repurposing of that. They make good shelves to put your produce on and your bowls. Collection of oddities. Briar hearts. Okay, continuing along. And all of these rooms were built up from nothing, so they're really amazing. Ooh, using a lot of these Psijic furnishings. You can, if you do the Psijic, if you level up your Psijic order, then you can buy the plans for these Psijic tables and books. They're all bind on pickup, so you can't trade them, so you have to craft them yourself, but it can be really fun. Get these levitating books. And using multiple tables together to make like a super table. Levitating bed. And again, some of these Citric end tables look really nice. Okay, I think that's... Oh, a little bathroom hidden back here. Ooh, really nice use of these curved walls. Definitely feels private back here. Good enough. Maybe. Okay. Thank you, Foxglove. Hopefully I didn't miss too much. Okay, moving on with our next home in the housing hike. Iceseeker has 2 in-rooms for me to come explore. Continuing with our housing hike, casually touring people's houses, seeing the cool things that they've been working on. A lot of creativity. And different levels of housing expertise as well. I do like to kind of see the variety. Ooh, I see. We kind of have like a meeting room in this in-room. I like it. Come and moo to the masses. Moo. Using some of these orcish chairs. I think they come 2 by 2, so you can make maybe better use of your item caps. Could have used Eleanor pews, but this definitely works pretty well. At least every seat has its own back. Yeah, cute little chapel. Using this Velothi recitation luxury furnishing. And some of these Drez meditation candles. I really like the look of the candles. And this is the wedding flower trellis. It's mostly hidden back, so you don't really see the trellis itself, but you can still see those pretty red flowers. Sheila says J.R. can officially marry his cowhead now. Yes, you can see that. Okay, awesome. I love it. I also love some of these interims because you can just take them all in at once. Iceseeker, or Rosie Lion next. And you can go get yourself these interims. Like you get, I think, a free one, and then the ones from the other factions are like 3k each. Definitely easy to get. Okay, Rosie Lion. Kind of a homage to Julianos, Iceseeker says. We'll see here in a sec. Oh yeah, there's Juliana's sigil. They said that Julianos is a god of wisdom and logic, so kind of built around that theme. Let's see, with the research, the books, and the smart kitty. Something worthy of Julianos. And now I can't sit. Okay, cool. Little in room. You can't put very many furnishings in an in room, but it's enough that you can make a space. Do you like the map? good desk placement. Really nice. Thank you very much, Ice Seeker. Appreciate that. Night Owl says, it's fantastic to see in-room ideas, right? Because normally people will go off and they feel like they have to decorate their big places, but, you know, maybe start with an in-room. If you're just getting into housing, well, everybody will start with the Grand Cijic Villa and they'll be overwhelmed. That'll be okay. Figure let go likes that look at orchid furniture. Oh yeah, it was chairs from the previous one. Vijak says, watching this makes me want to spend all my time working on a house. Yeah, it definitely can be a lot of work to get something to look nice. Okay, continuing on with our housing hike. More than halfway done at this point. Okay, Kitty Chaos has a snug pod for me to look at. Thank you again, Ice Seeker. Oh, I put a lot of thought into these. Flashy says, with the free ones, when I was just starting out, I just stare at them and wait for inspiration to hit. That can work. Or what you can do is you can just go around and like look at furnishings. You can go around like the home goods furnishers or the achievement vendors, or go to like the guild traders and kind of look at furnishings. Oh, it's like a party in here. Somebody just left too. Let's see. Okay, I'm in a snug pod, which, for being snug, Moo. Man, they've still been able to put all their crafting stations and coffers and bankers and whatnot in here. Good use of the space. Using a lot of their finishing cap on these stairs. Ooh, using the stained glass Brotherhood with a vibrating blue light coming out of it. Draws attention to it. Very tight quarters in here with this snug pod. Snug pod is just like this one room, and they built up this extra platform to. So you just have like this snug pod, and they cut it in half, so they have 2 rooms. Kind of 3 rooms. Gosh, it's like 3 stories tall. Really tight. Not a lot of headroom. Good place to study. It's a very snug pod indeed. Very cozy. Dangerous place for a fireplace. Oh, I see. They kind of hid that relic in the corner in a safe spot. Relic vault. Have your privacy up here for your bed. No, I can't get the camera to work quite right with me being in the tub. And I'm stuck. Okay, it's a little too, maybe a little too snug for my moo horns here. Okay, thank you very much. It's kind of fun. Practical space with all the crafting stations and transmute. It's using this one room to make 3 tiers of space. Gosh. High elf head bump pod. It's really cool in here though. It's cozy. It would be a fun place to socialize and hang out. Okay, thank you very much, Kitty Chaos. Next, we'll go to Lix Tetrax's Exercise Coven Cottage. Missing anything? Okay, we're good. Exercise Coven Cottage, which will be coming back with Witches Festival towards the end of October. Dempster says, oh my gosh, who would have thought you could fit that much stuff in there? I know, right? And yeah, smaller tune, yeah. Okay, So everybody will have an opportunity to get their hands on this again. This was only 250k, which, 250k, definitely doable. Come watch my stream on Mondays for gold making tips. Figure out how you can make that work. People have a lot of gold right now because of the daily login rewards. Got that 100k. There's a lot of gold sloshing around right now. Sales have been crazy. So maybe take advantage of that too. Okay, so here's the exercise Coven Cottage. Do what you have to save up the gold for this. Nope, wrong button. Okay, we're in Lix Tetrex's exercise Coven Cottage. So the way to get this green light is that Hagraven Cauldron, which the plan for that came from the Witches Festival, but it's like really cheap. Like you can get for a couple hundred gold, and they don't cost that much to craft, and you get this really cool green light, and it can kind of go through things. It really can overwhelm sometimes, but that's okay. So it says that they missed the Exercise Coven Cottage last year. Oh no, yeah, you'll be able to get this year. That'll be good. Oh, it only makes 5,000 gold a week on the trader. Oh no. You can make a lot more than that. Here lie the undead. Maybe not so much. I know some people have got a few too many of these from the Jesters Festival. Funny. Good storage place. Okay, let's see what's inside. Oh, a lot of paintings. Oh, and like fancy books, so it's kind of like art dealer. You can get a sense of that. This feels like more like a storage house almost, but it's actually done creatively. Ooh. Sexy fan. I need to cool off my moo head. Wait. No. What happened to my beautiful moo face? Oh. Using some of these Daedric thrones that were free last year. Making a good seating arrangement here. That was funny. Okay, really. Some good stuff here. I do like all the bright lights in here. Could be an art thief, could be... Oh, it does require the 12 bronze. 12 bronze is really cheap on guild traders. I thought it would become hard to find because of it, because of the green lights, but there's plenty of bronze out there. Just go around on the guild traders, get it. Expand 3 with the follow. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to our housing hike. We are touring people's houses, getting some decoration inspiration as we go around. Next up, going to Ninja Monkey's Lynchel Grand Manor. They were judge on our live lecture showdown just before this. Ninja Monkey, amazing housing mancer. Expert with housing. So that they got this gifted to them recently. I'm excited to see what they might have here. Frigalutko says, never seen an art dealer comp so far. Flashy. Moo. Moo, everybody. And everybody got these cerulean spade leaves. I should have bought more than a couple hundred like I did. Okay, I want to see what Ninja Monkey housing mancer. Wow, he's already gone to town with these Aether Cup mushrooms, sprinkling them throughout here. Lots of luxury furnishings, lots of hedges lining the path. Wow, he's already done this with the luxury furnishings from this week. Oh, I see he even built up a platform just for this fiery scamp. Because this doesn't come with the house. He built this up here using just a couple of these Eleanor stairways and the ballroom floor tile. Oh, another one over here. Even has a red guard awning over it. Maybe keep the rain off of this sexy little dragon bone construct. Wow. Big space. Go search around in the secret areas maybe first. See lots of have some company. Not an edge monkey. Using some of these jesters pavilions. Ooh, those mushrooms growing around the center post there. It's a good look. So Ninja Monkey already thinking about how he wants to use some of the luxury furnishings that are on the weekend vendor right now. Spider says, hey, you doing giveaways today? Yeah, we'll be doing some luxury giveaways at the end of the housing hike. We just have a couple houses left to go for PCNA. Bear looks right at home here with all these beautiful plants. May or may not have anything in the barn. Oh, he does have stuff in the barn. Using some of these grand, full Eleanor bookcases. Really adds a lot to the look here. I know Ninja has done a lot with clockwork stuff. Building a lot of machines and vehicles with them. He knows how to place these well. Ooh, really pretty fireplace made out of some of these statue bases, both the circular ones and the square ones, and a few other furnishings here. Really nice looking fireplace. Got more to explore in Ninja Monkey's beautiful Lynchel Grand Manor. A couple towers. Unless if somebody like has something directing people into the towers, I'm usually going to assume there's nothing in the towers. Oh yes, he said he has aquariums here. He does have a little aquarium here. Oh, that's just such a cool effect there. It's using the bottoms of some of those green crystals to give that really kind of like algae-filled ocean water look. And using some of these blue lights, blue flame brazier or something like that, that has the effects there, that gives this kind of wavy, watery effect. Man, it's just so effective though. Just makes it look so alive. using the auger of the obscure there as a pearl. Very nice aquarium, yes. It definitely is. It's amazing. Man, everybody has these spade leaves. I regret not spending a fortune on them. I mean, I spent a small fortune on them. I should have spent like a real fortune on them. Can be hit and miss with luxury furnishings. I unmuted and then I muted. Sorry for the sneeze. I meant to mute myself. It's been building for a while. Now you know how a moose sneezes. A really nice kitchen area here. Collectra says, Ninja Monkey's the aquarium master. Definitely, definitely. Okay, continuing along here. Beautiful library area. Ooh, even using this Alinor celestial clock. It's kind of embedded in there. Fits amazing with the bookcase. J. Hart's regret of 2018. Ooh, ooh. Fancy, fancy double bed. And so this is a trussel from one of the achievement vendors, I believe. And then this is 2 Telvanni beds. So this really kind of, marries these 2 beds together in a way that works. Because if you just put these 2 side by side, it would look just like 2 beds side by side. But yeah, you put this in the middle here, and it looks like it's more intended. So it's amazing. And then kind of covering up a little bit of the seams with the pillows there. Beautiful big bed. PPO says, this whole house is dope AF. It's really nice looking, isn't it? Okay. I hope I didn't miss anything. I'll go out on the balcony. Beautiful place setting here. Very relaxing. Have a glass. Have half of a sweet roll. Very nice, very nice. She'll hope he sprays for termites. a lot of wooden Eleanor furnishings inside. Okay, very well done. Very well done, Ninja Monkey. Appreciate that. And I can tell that you've still been working on it because you've been still adding glowing mushrooms even as late as today. That's really cool. Tesla 10 coil with follow. Thank you very much for follow. Welcome to our housing hike. We're continuing along here. Just 2 more homes. 2 more homes left. I'll wrap up, do some giveaways. Okay. Next up, going to Peebo's lady. Been saying that wrong the whole time. Peebo's lady. Sorry for the sneeze. Okay, going to Peebo's Old Velothi Harbor House. Not sure what to expect. It's a great thing about the housing hike here. Ooh, mushrooms. Building off the Vardenfell theme of the mushrooms. You can see in the background. Adding even more. Oh, we have like a game setup. Let's see, using these Khajiit yarn balls. Ooh, how's this work? It looks like a game. People says it's Party Grotto. Yeah, it looks like a fun place. I see multiple kegs of refreshment here. Seems like you're ready for lots of fun. I do like the Argonian string lights. They're a lot more festive. So, especially with Murkmire coming up, I think these string lights will be really popular. Think too about that, whether you want to start learning some of the Argonian furnishings before there's a bit of a run on them. Ooh, I like this. It's using the tops of these big funnel mushrooms to make these seating arrangements. That's kind of cool. Come sit in a mushroom and have some skooma. I think it's very appropriate. Very appropriate. It's about the first I've seen of these big funnel mushrooms being used this way. Very creative. Mushroom beanbag chairs. Yeah, people say that they really like that. It's a smoke room. Yeah, definitely is. Kind of built that up out of nothing too. I just see these mugs everywhere. It's kind of haphazardly about. It's like a lot of the guests have moved. I mean, they're either gone or they're in a different room at this point. Didn't quite finish their kebabs, though. Might be cold. Good view from up here. I like how you built up so you can actually look out here. Wait, you can... There should be a wall, right? Okay, yeah, there's a wall. Oh, you can even start the game with the gong. Shella would live in that smoke room. It's very, very inviting, definitely. Like how it's spaced out too. It's more like a sit back. You can kind of smoke together, but you still have your space. Okay, gonna head on inside. Oh, this is really fun. Continuing to bring those Argonian string lights, kind of the party lights, inside here. Go in the basement first. Ooh, we have a good Jeep basement. Kind of. Let's come down here and throw some pillows around. Is this a pillow fight room? Kind of feel I'm getting. Oh, meditation room. That works, that works. Maybe it makes sense with the bookshelf there a bit more. Yeah, definitely hard room to decorate. Oh, wait. How did you do this? Okay, we have like a sauna here, kind of, right? Or like a hot yoga? Is this hot yoga? Using that crimson shard of moon shadow, that bright red light, gives this really warm feel to it. Yeah, sauna, okay. And a bathtub area here. Really nice. Dark elf themed bedroom. Oh, even back in the corner, you have a good spot with the vanity and the mirror. A lot of nice amenities in this place. Ooh, really? Ooh, how did you do this? Okay, this is a really nice kitchen area. You have this fire built up. Oh, I can't quite tell. Drez lantern being used in the top there. A couple of chests. Jason, I see PP says that it used way too many of their furnishings outside. Couldn't do as much inside. Yeah, it's kind of the issue. So she says they're so putting a yoga studio in their villa. See, people getting all sorts of ideas. That's great. Definitely a good hood on this kitchen stove. Okay, heading up. Ooh, this looks comfy. Just a big pile of furs and pillows to jump into. Master of this estate. Head on outside, see if there's anything out here. Oh, yeah, just a couple rocking chairs to sit on. Relax, look out at the Daedric ruins. Inhale some lovely spores. They said that they're slowly redoing the whole house. This is the first house. Okay, cool. A lot of nice stuff in here. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay, on to the last house in our housing hike. And we'll wrap up. Tabasco Dogs, Cold Harbor Cereal Estate. And I haven't put out anything about this yet, but I have a next plan for a contest. So maybe be thinking about what you want to be doing with this. I'm not quite sure on the date of when I'm going to be doing this. So next contest I'm going to be sponsoring, holding, streaming will be in honor and celebration of us reaching 100% of our goal for Summerfall. And, you know, with everybody getting Grand Centric Villa, kind of celebrating, we're going to be doing a 100 item furnishing contest. So the goal here with this contest is you take 100 of the same item, and kind of like with the Live Luxury Showdown, you make something creative out of it. So it's going to be a build challenge. You get to pick what the item is, though, and you just have to do something with it, with 100 of the same item. So that's going to be the build challenge coming up. I'll be doing more details with that, but think about that in the next week or so. Hoping I can get lots of people. Sager says they've sold many furnishings. Yes, furnishings are selling really, really well right now. Like I can see right now, I can even go look at some of the stuff I've been selling. It's like window boxes, fountains. Yeah, a lot. I'm selling a lot right now too. People have a lot of gold, and people are already prepping for their Grand Centric Villa. Okay, on to our last house, Tabasco Dogs, Cold Harbor Cereal Estate. Ooh, I see a lot of people have been doing this. I mean, it's just this kind of flat area. It means that you can do a lot with it, and so if you want to do a lot with it, the Eleanor structural pieces with the fences and the archways and everything are a really good way to build up from scratch. So you see that is what Tabasco Dog has been doing here. Ooh, built up a wagon here, a banker wagon. I like that. So, you know, you have your storage chests and coffers. You can make it a little bit more creative with this kind of banker wagon. I like it. Pus bucket mushrooms. Ooh, we have a bit of a statue yard. All sorts of statues. Some from achievements, many from achievements. That's kind of a cool way of doing this. You can display them all. And then if you happen to ever need any, you could kind of like draw inspiration from here and come check it out. Or, you know, just kind of seeing the statue yard by itself. Man, there are a lot of cool statues in the game, aren't there? Man, these spade leaves. Like, everybody got so many of these spade leaves. Who are those selling for? Oh my gosh, this like embedded treehouse. Using this little Eleanor stairways. You can get these for just like 100 gold from Eleanor. Home goods furniture. Oh, have like a sacrifice. Sound the horn. Maybe? I know. Oh. I am jealous of this horn for reasons. If only mine could be that big. That's really cool with this tree and this winding staircase going up, but I think they've turned. This is really neat. Good multi-racial gathering place here. So it says it reminds them of the Wilder King. Definitely. Basket of multicolored crystals. I do like the color contrast there. It's really neat to see the different colors popping out of that. Okay, be greeted by the 5 luxury furnishing statues. Ooh, I see the color effect. That may be from the lantern that you can get from the hollow jack crates. I could be wrong about that, but I think that might be what it is. Because there's this lantern has this effect. I think that might be what it is. You can even turn it up really bright. That might be embedded in the hilt of the sword there. Okay, continuing along up here into Tabasco Dogs, Surreal Estate. Ooh, lots of bones on display. Lots of every single type of skull on display in these Craglorn display cases. Even the little Mia skull. That's really funny. It's a museum of death. Or, using these display cases to kind of like have a museum of rare oddities, including like the shivering cheese here. Shivering cheese looks really, looks a little more sad, a little less shivering behind glass. Ooh, even like a area down here. Big treasure pile. Okay, I think this is the end of it then. Thank you, Tabasco Dog. Oh, and Tabasco Dog is also the person that runs around and then impersonates me. They did a very good job. Alright, we'll be getting ready for some giveaways here. Okay, thank you everybody for our housing hike. I hope people had some fun kind of seeing what people have been working on. Lots of different takes on housing and housing editor and different styles. So I hope that you were able to maybe have some takeaways from this, things that you would incorporate into your own house or your own builds. Maybe think about what you want to do with your Grand Civic Villa with that coming up here pretty soon. So, have fun with ESO, have fun with housing, and stay spicy.